All right, let's meet your starting lineup tonight for the Star Spangled 76. We'll work our way from the back to the front. He's your quick qualifier here this evening, your current point leader, and he has decided to take the Gerber Collision and Glass Ultimate Challenge. In the Crazy Times, Pub and Grub, Goff Heating and Air Conditioning, Whelen Metals and Fabricating, number 2 out of South Beloit. How about it for Michael Bilderback? Starting to his inside in the Mobile Repair Guys, Arrowhead Golf Course, number 3 machine, second generation driver. How about it for Tyler Hermadka? Outside the next row, making his first start with us here in 2016. In the DiBenedetto Leading Edge Designs, Platinum Partners, Team Baker, number 20 machine. How about it for Tyler Brown? And starting to his inside in the Performance Concepts, Don't Squint Tint, number 00 machine, all the way from Iowa. How about it for the 14-year-old Brody Willett? Starting outside the next row, in the Jim Olson Collision, number 27 machine. How about it for Bill Olson? Starting inside him, picked up the heat win already in the Village Pizza and Pub, Buck Brothers Incorporated, number 33 machine. How about it for Dana Zach? Bill Olson is actually going to start outside of this row right here. I'm alongside the guy in the 95.3, the Bull Machine, All-Star Heating and Air Conditioning. The number 95.3, former modified champion. How about it for Insane Wayne Freeman? In the CRS Motorsports, number 43 machine. How about it for Michael Coleman? In the Fox Valley Fire.com, he qualified second here this evening. The 44 machine of Mitch Garfield. In the Hells Plumbing, Jerry CB Shop, number 50 machine, the defending track champion out of Winnebago, Illinois, the 50 machine, Jake the Snake Kiley. Starting outside of row number 3 in the race car helps, Power Source Racing Engines, number 36 out of Roscoe, Illinois. How about it for Kyle Shear? Starting inside row number 3 in the Secure Staffing, Gatewood Aluminum, number 98 machine. How about it for Kelly Evink? Outside row number 4 in a 104.9X Buffalo Wild Wings, Colin Metal Fabricating, Bagley Motorsports, Driver X, John Reynolds Jr. Starting inside of him in the 007 machine, a Jim Olson Collision, Monte Carlo. How about it for Jim Olson? Your front row in the Jerry CB Shop, Hell's Plumbing, number 40 machine, out of Winnebago, Illinois, Tom Kiley. And your pole sitter in the Wisconsin Souvenir Milk Caps, number 66 machine, the dual threat out of Oconomowoc. How about it for Adam Peshek? All right, race fans, we'll count them down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start your engines! 76 laps of Stanley Steamer NASCAR late models for the Star Spangled 76. So we'll move the outside row up. That'll move Kyle Shear up to the outside of the second row. So Adam Peshek, John Reynolds Jr. now your front row. Jim Olson and Kyle Shear. Kiley on his way back out. But due to the fact that he pulled off after warm-up started, he's got to go to the back. Field got the one to go. Will be green next time by. Adam Peshek and Driver X. ready to turn this one loose. The Rockford Speedway car corner pace vehicle ducks off the back straightaway. Oh, some contact to get started. Green flag is waving, we're underway! Reynolds to the point off the top side right away. Shear going to try to tiptoe up there and go with him. That gaggle on lap 1 allowed Eving to jump to the outside. He'll try to work on Olsen as Guiley trying to get around him for the 4th spot. Reynolds, your leader. Shear will clear Peshek. He'll go to work on Reynolds. Kyle Shear, top to bottom. He'll go to the inside of Reynolds for the lead down the back straightaway. Side by side they go. It's been tough sledding on the inside lane so far, but Kyle Shear has pulled door to door with Driver X, and they got a conga line behind him. Guiley trying to figure out who to go. He'll follow Driver X on the outside lane for now, but now he'll try to point it down low and follow Shear. Hilderback moving his way forward, already picked off 4 or 5 cars. Just outside the top 10 here, going to work on Dana Zach. Shear now losing a little bit of ground down there on the inside lane. 5 down, 70 to go. Reynolds will clear him. He'll get the lane all by himself. Now that'll pull Guiley to the outside for the 2nd spot. Eving going to try to sneak up there as well. Shear going to try to shut the door on him. He'll squeeze in the hole and take that 3rd spot. Meanwhile, a little bit farther back, Bilderback now around Dana Zach. He's up to the 8th spot. Rather Knight working on Peshek and Olsen in front of him to get to 8th. Guiley looking on the inside of Driver X. Jake Guiley trying to work on Reynolds for the top spot. Oh, Shear! Motor blown on the 36. Tough break for Kyle Shear, who was running in the 3rd spot. That one is a big one. Good news is he was up out of the groove, or up anyway to the point where this might be a relatively quick cleanup, but boy, he hit turn 3 and that thing just grenaded on him. Tough break. By 67 laps to go in this one. 8 laps down. Reynolds starting to pick the whip a little bit through 3 and 4. Oh, we got him turn Eving sideways. We get gathered back up. We're green. Reynolds tried taking off a little bit early back by that instant jungle. And Erickson Metals sign back there before turn 3, and that Eving got jacked up over here in 3 and 4 and screwed the whole outside lane up. Give this one another shot. We'll get the one to go when they hit the stripe here. We'll try this again. Guiley trying to get a little jump on Reynolds. Reynolds takes off. Green flag is waiver underway. Guiley got a good restart. Got the nose inside of Reynolds. Going to try to pull even with him down here in 1 and 2. He will. Door to door down the back straightaway. Jake Guiley trying to muscle his way to the top spot around Reynolds. Eving getting shuffled out of line by Garfield will take the 3rd spot. Olsen going to try to climb in there and take that 4th spot from him. Jake Guiley up in front of Reynolds. He'll be the new leader. Garfield coming after Reynolds now, trying to take second away. Front three, single file. Olsen and Eving doubled up back here for the 4th spot. Oh, look, here comes the 2 machine. Bilderback trying to claw his way inside the top 5 here. Olsen and Freeman doing battle side by side for that 5th spot with that black number 2 machine lurking right behind them. Garfield continues to try to work on Reynolds. Garfield with a nose on Reynolds, had to tuck back in line. He'll point it back to the infield here in 3 and 4. Dive back down there on the front straightaway. $16 down, 60 to go. Jake Guiley showing the way, and Bilderback trying to work on Freeman for a spot inside the top 5. Michael Bilderback moving forward. Up into the 5th spot. He'll go to work on Evink for 4th. Little bit of contact over there in 1 and 2. Bilderback skates through, and he'll slide up in front of him now to take that 4th spot. Freeman and Evink side by side over here in 3 and 4. Garfield manages to climb inside of Reynolds, trying to take the 2nd spot before Bilderback climbs in there and takes it away from both of them. Move Garfield to 2nd, but that opens the door for Bilderback, who climbs to 3rd. And he'll go to work on Garfield right away. Michael Bilderback said he's got to be patient, but he's not wasting any time to get to the front. Bilderback now to the inside of Garfield, trying to climb to 2nd. Move Michael Bilderback to the 2nd spot. He's got a straightaway to run down Jake Guiley, but he's got 54 laps to do it. Maybe this is when he starts being patient, because he's mowed his way through the field up to the 2nd spot. Freeman now going to work on Reynolds to try to climb to the 4th spot. Insane Wayne Freeman, your winner last Saturday night. Sitting there in 5th, looking to work the inside lane on Reynolds. Bilderback is closing on Guiley. Got it down to 4 car lengths now. And even shorter now as they get through 3 and 4. Bilderback eating him up. Michael Bilderback got it down to 2 car lengths now. And we got one around over here, the 43 of Michael Coleman. He goes around off of turn 2, didn't hit anything, so the 43 of Mike Coleman will rejoin the tail end of the field. We're back to green flag action next time by. Jake Guiley picks up the pace going into 3. Green flag is waving. We're back underway. Bilderback will slide up in front of Garfield, secure the second spot. Reynolds trying to climb in front of Freeman. They make contact going into 3. Everybody stays straight. Freeman down to the inside. They make contact again, and Evink gets caught up in it. So does Olsen. Pesek and Zach all get a piece of it. Off of 2, Reynolds was trying to slide up and secure the spot. Made contact with Freeman, and these guys just innocent victims in it after the fact. Bilderback and Garfield doubled up behind him. Guiley starts to go. Green flag is waving. We're back underway. Reynolds and Freeman trying to slice and dice their way through the field here. Bilderback putting pressure on Guiley. Taking a peek to the inside, right on the back bumper of that 50 car. Bilderback moved downstairs. He'll work the middle of the racetrack. Up into Guiley. Door-to-door off of 4. Bilderback to the top spot. Guiley going to try to hang with him here. Wayne Freeman trying to climb back inside the top 5 as he goes to work on Brody Willett back here. Oh, Willett makes some contact with the backstretch wall off of 2. Willett again with some contact. He might have damaged that right front with that lick off of 2. And that is not going to help him out. Freeman going to work on Pesek now for 4th. Reynolds and Evink following the path that Freeman is making through traffic. Evink into the side of Reynolds. Field works their way single file now as Freeman and Reynolds have worked their way back inside the top 5. We are halfway home. Bilderback showing away. .40 laps in the books, 36 to go. Bilderback opening up his lead over Guiley. Garfield runs a strong 3rd, and then you got Freeman and Reynolds climbed up there into your top 5. They brought Evink with them. Bilderback will work around the 27 of Olsen and the 3 of Hermod. Going to put them a lap down. Tom Guiley off the racetrack again. 25 laps to go. It's smooth sailing for Bilderback in this one so far. First battle starting to shape up between Reynolds and Freeman. Freeman has got it. Reynolds starting to come after him for that 4th spot. Reynolds into the back of Freeman over here in 1 and 2. Keep an eye on this battle. Those two got together earlier off of turn 2. Tyler Hermadka pulls it down to the infield. "20 laps to go for Bilderback. Continues to work his way through this field. That is 8th place right there. He's getting ready to lap in Adam Peshek. He's just on a blistering pace right now. Reynolds trying to size up Freeman. He's had the nose on him a couple of times, but he hasn't made a move or an attempt to get under him yet. Here he's peeking the nose in 3 and 4, trying to do so without moving him out of the way. Little bit of love tap there. Says, hey, I wanted to remind you I'm here, and he'll pull the X down to the inside for the 3rd spot. Move Reynolds up to 4th. Evink right there trying to capitalize on it as well. 15 to go for Bilderback. Evink trying to work on Freeman to work his way up to 5th. That would be the first battle on the racetrack. Evink trying to find some running room to get around Freeman and work his way to 5th. The laps continue to wind down though for Michael Bilderback. When he hits the stripe right here, just 6 more laps to go. He's got a half a mile to go to be $1,600 richer. White flag is out for Michael Bilderback. One more time around. He's done it again, Michael Bilderback to victory lane. He's going to take home the ultimate challenge. Jake Kiley will run second. Mitch Garfield a strong third. Reynolds back to fourth. And Wayne Freeman will climb all the way back up inside the top 5 to round out your top 5 tonight. And then it was just a matter of time. How about it for Michael Bilderback? We'll pop around here, get a word with your winner here this evening. Michael, you said at the top of the program you had to be a little patient. Where was the patience?
Yeah, I don't know. We, like I said, 30 laps, we kind of got to take what we can take. And, I kind of used that mentality tonight as we had the holes, and the holes were there. We couldn't not pass them up.
Your 2016 season has been on rails so far. Now, how do you keep this momentum going into the summer months?
Yeah, this race car is just crazy. I mean, no matter where we go, this thing is always on a rail. Hard work to all the crew guys. They spend 30, 40 hours in a week busting their butts for me, so it's to them.
How about it, all you Bilderbackers up there? Taking home the ultimate challenge this evening, Michael Bilderback, your winner.